Hi guys, it's Jessie from Oddloop and welcome to my first video and my first only channel. Let me start over. Welcome to my channel and my first video. Guys, I can already tell voiceovers are going to be the hardest part for me. Anyways. So currently in the video, I'm flipping through my old spreads that I've already done in my Erin Condren planner, just so you guys have something to look at and not be bored by this short but not short introduction. So in case you guys don't know, I'm Jessie and I run an Etsy sticker shop with my boyfriend Ricky. We're called Oddloop and we specialize in vertical planner stickers for the Erin Condren that feature all original artwork that's drawn by Ricky, and then I'm responsible for literally everything else in the shop. So I'll leave our shop link in the description box down below, but shameless promo aside, I'm so excited to finally start filming Plan With Me's for you guys. If you follow me on my Instagram, I mentioned that actually filming Plan With Me's was one of my New Year's resolutions, and it's already mid-June. So way to go, Jessie, you didn't do so hot, but I'm finally here, I'm sitting down, and I'm filming, and I'm so excited to start my YouTube journey with you guys. So before we start the actual Plan With Me, I figured it would be beneficial to explain my planning style a little bit. So I use my Erin Condren purely for memory keeping purposes. I have a Foxy Fix Traveler's Notebook that I use as my everyday planner. So all of my to-dos, my appointments, etc. go in that planner, and then at the end of the day, I transfer the information over into my Erin Condren for memory keeping. And the stickers just make the whole process fun for me, and I really like being able to go back and look at all of the previous spreads that I've done and just staring at all of the pretty. So if you guys are ever wondering why I'm planning for a week that has already passed by the time you're watching any video of mine, that's the reason why I back plan. So I hope that explains things a little bit better. And without further ado, let's get on with the Plan With Me. So to kick things off, this video is actually a collaboration with Marge from OnceMoreWithLove, and her video should be live at the same time that mine is. We're both using a Scribble Prints Co kit called Adventure, and I'll have her video linked down below in the description box as well. So it would be awesome if you could check hers out and then subscribe to both of our channels. So in this video, I'm planning for the week of May 29th through June 4th, and I started off by putting down the bottom washi, and then I went in with glitter headers, and I just alternated between the 4 colors that came in the kit, and I put them all along the top headers of the week. And then I grabbed the 2 little page flags and covered up the ones that are on the page. The one on the left matched pretty well, but the one on the right didn't, so I just wanted to be consistent about it. After that, I went in with the date cover strips and then just laid them down like so. So next, I tackled the sidebar, and I first put down a quote box that says, "Let the adventure begin." I didn't actually go anywhere this week, but that's okay. I put down a to-do header and then a ombre heart checkbox underneath, and then I put down an Etsy header with a weekly checkbox just to mark down my work. And then I went in with 2 habit trackers, and then I put a little piece of washi at the bottom just to cover up that white space. Scribble Prints Co stickers are glossy, and I really like using this permanent marker that Marge actually got for me. I felt like it was only fitting that I use her pen in this, well, not her pen, but the pen that she gave me in the video that we're collabing together with. So here I am just filling out my sidebar. I have some to-dos that don't really have a specific day that I need to get them done, but it's just to remind me that I need to get them done sometime in the week. And then I went in and wrote that I actually took a day off on Monday from Etsy, and I also wrote that I wanted to keep track of cleaning the cat's litter and then also being better about doing my skincare and my weekly habits. And then I moved on to Monday, and if I don't mention where a particular sticker is from, that just means it's from the Scribble Prints Co kit. So I used a plain icon and I put it on top of an appointment label to mark that Ricky actually came home that morning or that afternoon from Chicago. He was gone for a week on vacation with some of his old buddies. And then I used a half box and I put down a car icon to mark down that I actually needed to pick him up from the train station. And then the rest of the day was just a super lazy one. I wanted to spend some quality time with Ricky and his cat after he had been gone for a week. So I put down some washi strips and then I put a sticker from Viva Stationery on top of it. It's a picture of a girl lounging around on a sofa with a cat. So it was very appropriate for what that day looked like to me. And then after, I put down a to-do header and a ombre heart checkbox that I cut up. We didn't actually get to buy the Colossal Clusterfest tickets that I wrote down. Ricky had something he needed to do that weekend, so that sucks because we actually really like going to comedy shows, but that's okay. And then I put down a quarter box at the end of Monday with a TV icon from our shop to mark that we binge watched Better Call Saul literally the entire night. It's not out on Netflix yet, but we couldn't wait any longer, so we actually ended up buying a season pass from PS4. Better Call Saul is amazing, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I actually like it better than Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was really, really good too, but I really like Better Call Saul. Moving on to Tuesday, I put down a to-do header and another heart checkbox that I cut up just to write down some things that I needed to get done for that day. And then I wanted to use an appointment label, but I changed my mind and used a quarter box instead. I put down a Instagram icon from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that I wanted to post a full spread on Instagram. And then here I'm going in with a page flag, and then I layered an odd loop girl on top of it. I'm using violet, and I also did a little bit of hand lettering. And then after that, I actually jumped down to the bottom of Tuesday to start planning there. I do this a lot because I back plan, and jumping around the page gives me a better idea of how much space I have to put stickers down. So I put down a fox and cactus sticker on top of an appointment label, and I love that sticker. It's two cats, and one of them is being a huge blanket hog, and I thought it was very, very appropriate to mark down that Ricky was staying over that night. He usually doesn't stay over on Tuesdays, but Ricky is such a blanket hog, and even when he was looking at the spread later on, he was like, "That sticker is so good." So that sticker is amazing, and I don't use it enough. Afterwards, I went in and put down a today header, and then I also used a 3-heart checklist that I cut up to mark down that I wanted to work on some orders that day. I used a decorative sticker on the side just to fill up the empty space. And then after that, I used a meal little thing to mark down that Ricky and I went to go eat at a place called Ganghodong Baekjong. It's a Korean barbecue place, and it's one of our favorite restaurants to eat at, but it's pretty pricey, so it's really damaging to our wallets, but we go all the time because we can't help ourselves. And then moving back up, I put down a skinny appointment label with a mini dollar icon sign on it to mark down that it was payday. I usually get paid from Etsy on Mondays, but I think that Monday was Memorial Day. So to fill up the remaining space, I put down a washi strip and a boba time sticker from Love Shira. I am a milk tea addict, and here I am showing you that I have a milk tea sitting next to me while I film this video. So on Wednesday, I started with a Fox and Cactus Sleep In sticker. I hate writing on Wednesday because of the coil, just like everybody else. So a sticker with the words already written in for me is A+ in my book. And then I needed to get gas that day, so I went in with a Planning World foiled icon to mark that. You'll see that I've already written on the stickers before I put them down, and that's just because Wednesday sucks. I did some more orders that day, so I put down another today header and a heart checklist. And I also had a flower decorative sticker that I put on the side. Did some more hand lettering just to match the thickness of the letters to the permanent marker that I was using, because on the paper I'm using a Papermate Inkjoy gel pen. And then I went in and updated my sidebar a little bit. And then I also used a mailbox little things that day to mark down that I had an order come in from Frank Hartsu, so I was really excited about that. And then to finish off Wednesday, I just used a decorative box from the kit, and it's a picture of this girl, and I think it's really, really pretty. So here's a look at the first half of the week all finished. And now I'm moving on to Thursday. So on Thursday, I started off with a quarter box. You'll see it's coming up right now, soon. Now. So I put that down and I used a Sprinkles Frank Hearts You sticker. It's the superhero one to mark down that my mom had her first session of radiation. I like using those stickers just because, you know, cancer treatments take a lot out of her, and so I like to think that she's a superhero for getting through them all. And then I went in with a today header. I wanted to use the color blue, but I didn't have any more matching to do headers, so today is fine. It doesn't bother me at all. I also put down a full ombre heart checkbox that day. For once, I didn't actually cut it up because I had a lot of things to do, so there's that. And then I put a Once More with Love munchkin holding a boba sticker because yes, I did go get boba again. I know, guys, I'm addicted. It's gotten to the point where all of the local boba shops in the area recognize me when I walk in and they know my order. But to be fair, my order is always a green milk tea with no boba and half sugar. Boba is just easier to, say than green milk tea. So I like to delude myself into thinking that if I'm making an unhealthy decision, I'm making the best unhealthy decision that I can make. Right? Right. So here I am jumping to the bottom of the page again to mark that I also did some orders that day. And then I went back to update my sidebar and realized I also forgot to check some of the things that I actually got done that week. So I'm going to go ahead and do that also. And then I jumped back to Thursday to finish up the rest of the day. So I stuck down some washi strips and then also a half box on top of the strips. And then I used a Fox and Cactus cat sticker to mark down that Mickey, one of my baby cats, they're actually 6 months old, but to be real, I'm probably going to call them baby cats for the rest of their lives. Anyways, Mickey actually learned how to high five that day, so that was really cool. Ollie is my other baby cat, and he's a little bit of a dum-dum, so learning how to high five is probably not in his foreseeable future. I started Friday by going to the post office, so I put down another page flag and layered the odd loop violet girl on top of it. I did some hand lettering, and then I put down a half box underneath and a Frank Hearts You Sprinkles Happy Mail sticker because I got a Foxy fix in the mail that day. That was really exciting and also really bad because I've only gotten into Foxy fixes in the beginning of May. And I already have 2, and 2 more are coming their way to me, so it's a problem. It's an expensive problem, but it's a problem that makes me happy, so that's okay, right? After that, I put down a to-do header and a heart checkbox that I cut up just to mark down some of the things that I wanted to get done that day. And then I went in with a half box and some Fox and Cactus print and cut stickers, I believe. I put down some washi first. I usually do my orders in batches, so I print, cut, and pack all in the same time frame before I move on to the next batch, but I actually didn't get around to packing that day, so that's why I only marked down print and cut. And then I used a skinny appointment label to mark down that I drove to Ricky's house that night. That's our routine. I stay at his house over on the weekends because we don't really get to see each other during the weekdays. This Tuesday was an exception, but usually we don't see each other until the weekends. He lives about 30 minutes drive away from my house, so it's a little bit of a hassle to get there. And then that night, Ricky and I watched the movie Get Out, so I put down some washi strips and then the movie marquee that came with the kit to mark that. I don't know if it was because the movie was too hyped up for me, but unpopular opinion, I didn't think that it was as great as everybody was telling me that it was. I don't know. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was amazing like everybody said. And then I went back and filled up the tiny space with a little things. I flipped it around and then I used a Once More with Love cooking munchkin to mark that Ricky and I actually cooked tteokbokki. It's a Korean dish that night. We hardly cook, so I always try to mark it when we actually do. So moving on to the weekend, the first thing that I did was I put down the weekend banner, and then the kit actually came with these 2 decorative full boxes that connected together and kind of made a mini scene. I normally don't like putting full boxes right next to each other, but these were just too pretty to pass up. And then that Saturday, Ricky and I went to a local coffee shop called Document. They make really good cold brew, and it's one of my favorites. So we went to go get that, and then for lunch we went to a place called Hamji Park to get kamjatang. I just realized we ate a lot of Korean this week. So that was a thing. Ricky and I aren't actually Korean. We just, I guess, really like Korean food. So here I am putting down a little things header to mark where we had lunch. And then I went in with a TV little things to mark that we watched some more Better Call Saul after we got back. After that, Ricky had a family dinner that he had to go to later on in the day, so I used a label and a meal icon to mark that. We usually eat dinner together during the weekends, so I just wanted to jot that down that I ate dinner by myself that day. Sad face. And more sad faces. I had a credit card payment that I needed to make, so I wrote down that I had a bill due that day with the sticker from the kit. And then in the leftover space, Ricky and I actually ended up watching another movie that night. We watched Storks, and I wrote it down on one of our own movie marquees. Storks was also an okay movie, I felt like, but it was really cute. Ricky can testify that I pretty much squealed the entire movie. So moving on to Sunday, I wanted to post a second half that day, so I marked it down with some more stickers from the kit. And then I also back planned that day because, per usual, I'm always back planning. It's just a Jessie style. After that, Ricky and I played a game. We played Oxenfree, so I marked that with a quarter box and a gaming controller icon from our shop. I fell asleep. That usually happens when we play games together, especially when we play first player games where I'm just watching him control the characters. So I did fall asleep. I will mark that. But first, I put down a half box on the bottom, again, just to visualize how much space I had to work with. And then to mark down that nap that I was just talking about, I used a Coffee Monsters Co emoji. He's in PJs and he's really stinking cute. So I used that, and I'm just realizing I never wrote down nap. Okay, that's weird. So I'm going to have to go back and do that on my planner. Sorry, guys. I also used a little things and a mini house icon to mark that Ricky and I drove back to my house. That's also per our routine. We like walking my dog. His name is Fitch on Sunday nights. So we walked Fitch. I used a Fox and Cactus German Shepherd sticker for that. Those may be discontinued, but I really like those stickers because they look a lot like Fitch. He's half German Shepherd, half Corgi, so he basically looks like a really short German Shepherd. So that's the end of the week. And I just showed you a look through of the stickers that I had left over. I'm a white space planner, and with SPC Ultimate kits especially, I have a lot of stickers left over. So I'm actually thinking of maybe starting a destash pile, and then every once in a while I hold a little bit of a giveaway, if any of you are interested in that. So here's a final look at the finished spread, and if you guys are still here, I just want to say thank you all so much for sticking around and listening to me yap in my first plan with me. I really do hope that I can put up more in the future consistently, and I really hope that you guys all enjoyed watching as well. So that's it for this week. If you could all give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!